Call me cheesy. But why do I have this channel? It isn't because I want attention. It isn't because I need views. It isn't because I have any aspirations of making money from this. It's a little bit cheesy, but it's because I wanted to use this platform, this amazing platform that YouTube is, to be a stranger and to put my voice out into the vast ocean of ideas and in my own little way stand up for what I believe in. Originally, this channel was pretty much solely about being anti-Christian fundamentalist, about speaking out against the abusive ideas and the harmful culture that is Christianity and fundamentalist Christianity largely, but really just Christianity in general. I also spoke out against Muslims. I've even spoken out against Jews. And it wasn't on the basis of any individual. It wasn't on anything that anybody couldn't control about themselves. Not genetics, not race, not gender, not even class, even though I've said a lot of bad things about the rich. But it's, of course, not all rich people are terrible, but a large part of the problem with my country is what rich people do to the government. And it was because of destructive influence that I spoke out against things. I spoke out against the teaching of creationism in schools, and the idea that it's okay to own slaves or to sell your daughter into slavery, that it's okay to discriminate against gay people, that it's okay to threaten violence and to wage wars based on ideologies, that I made this channel. All I wanted to do was add my voice. So here I am again talking about something in particular, a word I haven't mentioned yet in this video, but I'm going to mention right now. Feminism. Why am I speaking out against feminism? And why am I speaking out lately against feminism so freaking often? It's because feminism is an extremely successful, well-adapted, virulent ideology that is built to resist criticism and to shield itself from scrutiny. I've maintained in my entire YouTube career that feminism is a hate group. I've compared it to the KKK, to the neo-Nazi movement. Why would I say such a thing? Is it because I hate women? Is it because I'm single and can't get laid? Is it because I'm a stupid neckbeard? Is it because I was taught to view women as less than men? Was I not? Do I hold a socio-political ideology that doesn't advocate for equality? Is it because I am okay with oppression? Is it because I advocate a patriarchy? No. I'm against feminism because it's a hate group and because it discriminates against people based on things they can't change about themselves. That it hates a gender and it hates a race. If you don't know what the word projection means, simply put, it means that when somebody has a fault, they blame somebody they're arguing with for that fault preemptively or ironically through ignorance, either through an attempt to poison the well or through a stunning lack of self-awareness. Why am I making this video and why am I so animated right now? Because I just read several scores of tweets that were directed at Joss Whedon, a poor guy who is one of the few, what I like to think of, are legitimate feminists left in the world, who do operate under the pretense of advocating for equality strictly. And like Christina Hoff Sommers, he has become a popular hangman to string up from the gallows and be presented as a heretic to you all. And why? Because he isn't towing the hate party line. Because maybe he is an equalist and egalitarian. And it is precisely because he is possessing of such fucking intelligence and nuance and distinction that he is an excellent example to be made. Feminism is about censorship, about character assassination. Feminism is about the presumption, the presupposition that to hold an idea that might disparage a woman is evil. To hold an idea that might allow for a feminist perspective to be incorrect or to be in need of change. Now, how many times have you heard a channel declare that feminism is a religion or a cult? It is because they are possessing of the utmost and extreme dogmatism, and there is a severe and real threat to your well-being if you cross it. Now, where Christianity might damn you to hell or try to legislate against your civil rights, feminism would look to destroy your career and to assassinate you in the court of public opinion. Now, one of the popular narratives about feminism is to advocate against online harassment and to tell you that feminists are the subject of online harassment. Now, I have attacked not just conservatives with my ideas and my words, not just religious people. I've even held some views that have had me accused of being an anti-Semite. But you know the only people who have harassed me, who've stalked my posts, who've looked through all my videos and downvoted every single one of them? Feminists. Admittedly, 3 of the 4 most notable occurrences were males, but 1 was female. Take that for what you will. Now, as a real egalitarian, as a person who's thoroughly disgusted by the idea of discriminating and attacking a person strictly for the color of their skin or for the gender with which they were born, and as a person who doesn't like liars and deceivers and charlatans and shysters, what is the most common narrative of feminists? That to be an anti-feminist is to be an anti-woman. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with Gamergate, but a popular Gamergate hashtag is called #NotYourShield, where women and people of color speak out in favor of Gamergate and against anti-Gamergaters, saying, stop saying all women, stop saying all minorities, stop saying all trans people. I am not your shield. To be an anti-feminist is to be an anti-feminist. And the tactic of saying that if you're an anti-feminist, you're anti-woman, or if you're anti-trans, or if you're anti-minority, is simply meant to discredit and to abuse and to character assassinate, to bury, to destroy people, to take advantage of the well-meaning liberal ideology of egalitarianism and freedom in order to destroy enemies not of women, not enemies of trans people, not enemies of gays, and not enemies of people of color, but enemies of feminism, a hate group that is non-productive and is designed around destroying people, harming people with abuse and lies. And I stand by those statements and will stand by those statements until they are no longer true. Because I do care about equality and the rights of all peoples, regardless of their gender, sexual orientation, or whether or not they are trans, whether or not they're young, old, or rich, or whatever color their skin is, things they can't change about themselves. And I judge people on what they do and what their ideas are. And feminism is and acts in the interest of hate. And that is why I am an anti-feminist. And I am proud to say that. And I think you should also hold those opinions. And I think you will hold those opinions if you are an earnest person who does care about equality and you go out and you do look at feminists. Why do you think feminists are so commonly known for blocking people, for discrediting people, for silencing people, for getting people fired, and for harassing people with violence? Why do you think that is? Because their ideas do not stand under scrutiny, and their actions are commonly, obviously revolting and disgusting and morally reprehensible. I'm dead serious about this. And I speak against feminism for the same way I speak against the Westboro Baptist Church or Scientology or fundamentalist Christianity or the Republican Party or the Tea Party. It is because they are morally reprehensible, self-interested, and repressive, oppressive, and regressive. And I give you that same angry, smug look at Steve Shives, a man who is known for blocking anybody who's criticized his feminist views in his feminist videos. The same way that Anita Sarkeesian would. I give you that same angry, smug look and say, fuck feminism and fuck feminists. Then in order to be a feminist, you must be possessing of either of intense selfishness, intense bigotry and prejudice, or absolute ignorance of the facts. And I hate the people who are possessing of the utmost selfishness and hatred and bigotry. And I pity those who are so ignorant of the facts that they go along with the ideology. And I implore them to be honest in their dealings and see what they're dealing with. Thanks for watching.